So we've been doing our blocking set. Now the blocking set is very short. It's like 5 moves long. It's very important that it's correct because it's so short. If you know all of your tiger stances, then this form shouldn't be that big an issue. Okay, so you want to make sure you copy as best you can. Copy the feet. Make sure your placement, your feet placement is correct. I'll pause in between each one so you can get an opportunity to compare. At some point, if we're still doing these videos, I'm gonna start trying to wear a black shoe and a white shoe so you can tell the left from the right real easily.
Yes, sir.
Okay, crane. Blocking set is first. Go horse. Since we're doing the blocking set, you must hold the staff at the chest. Block down 1, up 2. You have to turn the staff like a wheel, right? So if we're turning, we were driving, and we want to turn to the right, we're going to turn our wheel to the right for our first block. Back to center. Turn the wheel to the left for number 4, back to center. And for number 5, cross behind and press. Same thing, turning the wheel and feet together.
Yes, sir.
Crane, horse. 1, 2, 3, 4, horse, 5. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Now, why do we turn? Why do we turn? Most of the time, now I explained that anytime we're doing the blocking set, most of the time when we're doing the blocking set with staff, we always pull to the chest and push away from the chest. That's same like our outside blocks. We want to pull in to our center and push away from our center, right? So we're here and we want to push away from the center. Whatever it is, we don't want it close to us, so we're going to push away from ourselves. So when I push out, I'm pushing diagonally away. When I'm pushing up, diagonally away. The issue is I might not be fast enough if someone's coming this way to block sideways. In addition, it helps the body if I evade as well. So if they're coming here, if I didn't have my staff and I just turned, they would miss. So the staff becomes just an assist in the block. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So most of the block is done by your body movement, right? So if something's coming here, I turn my body, it would continue. Let's give it a try again.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you're turning a lot and moving the body. Go crane. Horse 2 more times. Go 1, 2, cat stance 3, boom. Horse, 4, still in a cat stance, other cat stance, horse, and cross behind. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
One time with
Yes, sir.
Head Instructor Gauge.
Stance.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
Crane. Horse. Block down. Block up. Block right. Horse. Block left. Horse. Block right. Feet together.
Okay, now that was the blocking set. We've done that 5 times. 5 is the magic number if you're ever curious, like if you're practicing at home and you really want to practice on your own, or I give you an assignment to practice something, you're like, how many times should I practice it? 5 is a good amount to practice anything. 5 to 10, okay? Usually just go with 5. If you can, if you're practicing something very difficult, like you've done it for the first time, or it's very physically strenuous, what you can do is go by 3s. So do 3, and then try to do 3 and try to do 3. So sets of 3, try to get to 9. And then it's only that one more, that little bonus one, to get to 10, and you've done it 10 times. The reason we go by 5s and 10s is because the saying is, it's 100 times, takes 100 times to learn something, right? A move in Kung Fu. It takes 1,000 times to look like a black sash, and it takes 10,000 times to master it. So you got to think, if you come to class and you exercise a technique 5 to 10 times per class, and you come to 10 classes, that's 100 times in a very short period of time that you've practiced something. So you learned it. And then 10 more times of that, and it looks really nice. So just keep coming to class, make sure you're practicing your stuff.
Yes, sir.
Go for the striking set. So we're going to go crane, horse. We're going to slide our staffs at our waist because we're doing the striking set now. So we're going to slide, shift, and strike. Slide, shift, and strike down. Point up, switch the hands, and strike up. Switch the hands, strike up. Switch the hands, cat stance, circle down, and up. Stomp the front foot, hit the bottom of the left. We've gone over that. Step back with that same foot you touched with the staff. Turn, and step with the right foot. Sink to a dragon stance. Shift up, and strike. Boom, boom. And then monkey hop back to the front. With your staff as close to your chest as possible, you're going to shift, strike forward diagonally, and roll. Put it away. Shift back to your cat stance. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One more time.
Sir.
So if you're at home, I'm just going to go over two things that will help you understand what I mean when I say a few things. So when I say switch the hands, if you can see, one hand is in the middle where there's tape, black tape. There's red tape at the top, and there's black tape at the bottom. One hand is at the bottom. When I say switch the hands, that means the bottom hand has to come up to where this hand was, and vice versa. This hand has to go down to where this hand is, right? So 1, 2, right? That's how we switch the hands, right? 1, 2. And as you can see, the top that's up, the part that's at top, the red, did not change because I switched the hands. This is not switching the hands because there was no hand up here before I moved one there. So it has to be a hand there, and you switch, okay? Let's go again, go crane.
Sir.
Horse, from the waist, slide, strike down. Slide, point up, switch the hands. For 3, hold out, switch the hands. For 4, switch the hands. Cat stance, circle down, big circle, and up. Hit the bottom of the left foot, turn. Shift up and strike. Boom. Pull to the chest. And you're going to monkey hop. We pull it to our chest so that we don't stick it out like this and accidentally whack a bunch of people as we practice. Now if you're at home, you might not have that much space. Very necessary that you pull it up to the chest. Monkey hop. And then the strike comes over the shoulder diagonally, kind of like an axe. Boom. And then feet together. Yes, sir. Okay, very good. Please follow Mr. Gage. Do that just twice. Right? And the second time you don't have to say it.
Yes, sir.
So he's going to say a few things the first time, and then the second time he's going to do it. It's just going to be purely for you to follow along.
Take stance. Stand tall.
Sir.
Crane. Horse. Slide to the right. Strike low to the left. Slide to the left. Strike low to the right. Flip it over. High to the left. Flip it over. Strike high to the right. Flip it over. Cat stance. We're going to circle down and strike up. Strike the bottom of the foot. Turn around. Strike around. Pull up. Strike forward. Pull in. Monkey hop. Strike forward. Loop. Beat. One more time. Stance. Stand tall. Begin. Begin.
Very good. Okay, now come on up. Lay your staff down next to you, in front of you. And go like so. Yes, sir. The path of self-mastery requires a focused mind, a focused mind sees no obstacles. The path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles. The path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles.
Bow to Senior Head Instructor.
Bow to head instructor and everyone at home.